This program is brought to you by Bodine's Towing and Body Shop. For 24-hour towing, call 970-375-7924.
Hello everybody, I'm Roger Zanorettis with the Economic Development Alliance. If you want to start, own, or grow a business, we're your go-to resource for finance, marketing, and economic advice here in La Plata County. Speaking of economic advice, I wanted to provide an update on how our economy is performing here in La Plata County so far in 2017. We track through something called the Economic Dashboard on our website, yeslpc.com, every month how the economy is performing. So I can tell you January, February, March, April, May. We've gotten through June now. Long and short of it is that so far this year, we've seen kind of a mixed economic performance here in La Plata County. So depending on who you're talking to, they might say it's been going well. They might say this is the worst year ever. And who's who in that? So let's talk about that. First of all, without a doubt, 2017 did start off really bad economically here in La Plata County. There was literally nowhere to go but up. And so things did start improving just out of attrition. But two sectors have really been driving our opportunity and our growth here in La Plata County so far this year. First, let's talk about employment. Our unemployment rate is 2.1%. It really can't get much lower than that. So you have virtually nobody who's not working. At the same time, we've seen wages for jobs that are posted in the papers and stuff up almost 10% over last year. So somebody may have posted a job for $40,000 last year. They're going to post it for $44,000 this year. Strong wage growth, very low unemployment means a lot of people are joining the workforce again. We have a higher labor force participation rate, so the number of people who are back in the workforce or in the workforce than we've seen since prior to 2007. A lot of people trying to take up jobs right now, which is great. We also have very strong population growth. So that means we have more people trying to work as a share of that population growth. So really good numbers on the employment side. If you're an employee looking for work right now, you're in really good times and you're likely to find some good opportunities out there. In construction, we've also seen some really strong performance this year, particularly on residential. We've seen single-family permits, so permits for new single-family homes in the county have been steadily increasing all year. And in the city of Durango, we've seen really good growth for multifamily housing, both on North College. You may have seen the 20 units that are going in there, and some permits have been pulled for 70 units more out at Three Springs as well. That's been the story behind construction. Commercial construction is weak. Commercial sales are also weak, so we're not seeing those markets performing very well. It's residential construction that's really pushing along the construction sector. Mixed side, let's talk about tourism and sales taxes. We saw really good skier visits at Purgatory this winter, so even though January was weak, the Purgatory was pulling its weight and more. We're seeing good ridership at the trains, good lodgers taxes, but that's not translating into sales taxes. A lot of people on the street have been saying, look, you see tourists walking around. 5 years ago, maybe 80% of them would have had a bag. Now maybe less than half of them have something in their bags that they've purchased. Some other retailers have told me that when they are purchasing things, when tourists are purchasing things, instead of buying a $50 good, they're buying a $20 good. So sales taxes are flat. Also, enplanements at the airport are flat from last year, and the airlines are flying in bigger planes. That means they're just not filling the seats. So that's why we're saying things are a little mixed on tourism. Yeah, we've got some great visitor counts going, but it's not really translating into what we'd expect with plane travel and sales taxes. Weak side of things, I already mentioned commercial real estate. Foreclosures are up this year, which is a little bit of a puzzle since home prices are also rising, but also natural gas continues to underperform. Permits started off strong in natural gas, but permits are now less than they were last year. And the total amount of natural gas production in the La Plata County share of the San Juan Basin is down 8% year over year. So that's going to have some impact on property taxes possibly going forward. So that's why we have a mixed picture. Some of our big sectors are still underperforming. Some other sectors are doing well. I remain cautiously neutral for the rest of the year. I'm not sure we're going to see a negative downturn as the rest of the year goes on. But in things like employment, there's not a lot of room to grow either. So with that in mind, if you want more information about the economy, please feel free to visit us at yeslpc.com or give me a call, and I'm happy to talk to you about it. Again, this is Roger Zanorettis with the La Plata Economic Development Alliance. Have a great day.